What happened to the land where the gulags were located? What happened to the land where the gulags were located? This question takes us on a journey through the harsh terrains of the Soviet Union and the legacy of forced labor camps. The gulags were often set up in remote and rugged areas, including the Arctic North, Siberia, and parts of Central Asia. These locations were chosen for their isolation and extreme climates, making escape nearly impossible. The Soviet state exploited these regions for their rich natural resources, using forced labor to extract value. After the Gulag system was largely dismantled following Joseph Stalin's death in 1953, many camps were closed or repurposed. Some of these former campsites were abandoned due to their extreme locations and the collapse of the forced labor economy that had sustained them. Others were transformed into regular prisons or used for different industrial and military purposes. In many regions, the infrastructure built by prisoners, such as canals, railways, and mining facilities, continued to be used. This infrastructure contributed to the industrial development of the Soviet Union, even after the camps were no longer operational. The environmental and social impacts of the Gulag camps remains significant to this day. The forced labor and harsh conditions caused ecological damage in some areas, leaving scars on the landscape. Additionally, the memory of the camps has left a lasting mark on local communities and the broader historical consciousness. From a socialist perspective, the Gulag system represents a tragic distortion of socialist ideals. It showcases a brutal misuse of state power that betrayed the principles of equality and human dignity. The Soviet leadership under Stalin used the camps as tools of political repression and economic exploitation, which stands in stark contrast to the goals of socialism aimed at social justice and workers' empowerment. In the post-Soviet period, some former Gulag sites have transformed into places of historical remembrance and education. These sites serve as warnings against totalitarian abuses and reminders of the need to uphold human rights within socialist and other political frameworks. The land where the gulags once stood tells a story of suffering, resilience, and the complex legacy of a system that aimed to create a new society but often fell short of its ideals.